All right, we're here with Paducah Tilghman head coach, Coach Thompson. Coach, man, first off, congratulations on making it to the state championship game. Uh,
Yes, sir.
Coach, man, this your first year here at Paducah Tilghman, coming from Critton County. Let's just
Yeah.
kind of introduce us to Coach Thompson, Coach.
Yeah, for me, I left home. Critton County's where I'm from. I guess you could say. I spent most of my life in Critton County, um, and there was only one job out there that I'd leave for. It's you're comfortable when you're at home. It's okay. They're gonna be upset with the losing, but they ain't gonna get rid of you. As long as you're there doing what's best for the kids, and that's something I had, that safety net of being at home, and then my dream job came open, and really, I guess I was lucky to even be considered, because I feel like Paducah Tillman football is a big deal, and for me, only having had 3 years of head coaching experience, I feel like they really took a chance on me. But we're here now. I can't worry about all that. I just got to go and do my best for these boys every day. But before that, I played college football, Campbellsville University. There's a lot of Campbellsville University alum coaching in high school in Kentucky. So it's a big time fraternity, I feel like, in the coaching world, and I get to be a part of that as well. But for me, I'm a Western Kentucky boy, and and I'm proud of Western Kentucky football, and I appreciate you guys reaching out, giving me an opportunity to talk about Western Kentucky football.
Coach, man, tell us about your season, man.
Man, I appreciate you, man. It's been a long road to get here, but we're here. So, we're gonna keep on believing in us, and go give Belfry all we can. For us, it's just it's an opportunity, and hopefully we take advantage of that.
Now, you were kind of, returning Paducah Tilghman, I guess, was once a powerhouse. Now here you guys, you got the program back in 1 year, Coach. How'd you do that?
I don't know if it's necessarily being back, or wasn't a powerhouse. The kids, the athletes, they were here already. So what it was is just getting the kids to buy in and believe, and playing for something bigger than themselves. That's something we talk about every day. Becoming a family and playing for each other as opposed to our own personal gain. When everybody's out there playing for that college scholarship instead of giving their all to go get a W. Uh, Things are tough. But once you get those kids who are playing to get that W for each other, and then they benefit from that personally, that changes things. And I think that we're starting to see that page turn here, and I think that's where the success comes from here lately.
All right, Coach. Now here you are in the state championship game, taking on state powerhouse Belfry, #1 all time, winning this coach in high school football. I mean, Coach, man, tell us about this experience.
Man, I think it's most important that we just we're not satisfied with being there. I want the kids to be able to take in every moment. I want it to be an experience that they remember forever, because there's very few teams that get this opportunity. It's a special thing, so we want to make sure those kids understand that, and really take advantage of the moment and seize the moment. I think that there's no better opponent, than Belfry when you get there, when you're talking about Class 3A football. I think that they have a great program. I think that they're one of the standards when you talk about powerhouses in the state of Kentucky. And though they went through a season similar to ours, they're used to this moment. So we got to make sure that we show up and we're just ready to compete.
All right, Coach. Now we're not real familiar with, we don't see you guys that much, on the western part of the state. Just kind of tell us, some of the players to be looking out for in this game for you.
Oh man, there's a ton of them. That's one thing that we when we came in and the coaching staff came in, we made a commitment to playing a lot of guys. We a lot of teams call us a second half team because we come out and we're better in the second half, but a lot of times it's because we've worn out our opponent, because we play an up-tempo offense, and we play a lot of guys. Not many of our guys start both ways. So some of those guys that you'll see or hear their name or been big for us this year. I'd start with our running back, Malachi Ryder. He's a sophomore. He's just tough. He's one of those guys that you can plug into any offense and he's just going to give you everything he has every snap and make a lot of plays for us. There was a part of the season where we didn't have him, and you saw the difference when he wasn't out there. Then on the defensive side of the ball, you got a Cam Marshall. He's a guy that he's just our leader. He does go both ways. He plays receiver for us as well. He's a guy that he's all over the field. And someone's going to pick this kid up and really get a steal because he is a special player. He's a game changer, and he does it his way. Very physical in the box at free safety, but also takes the top away. So he's big time for us. Brian Thomas plays receiver for us, also plays some corner as well. He's been our explosive receiver, big playmaker all year from the first game, and he's a special talent. He's a guy that just goes and gets it. And Cam and Brian are both seniors. And then, there's so many of them. It's hard. There's so many. But I think the other one I throw out there would be our quarterback, Jack James. He's really turned it on here in the playoffs, and where we had issues with turnovers early in the season, we haven't had any of the last couple of weeks playing against our best competition, and he's a guy that to look out for. If he's on, then we're a problem on offense.
All right, Coach. Now my final question to you, Coach. What's it going to take for Paducah Tilghman to come out of this game with a state championship?
I think in any game that you go into, you got to win the turnover battle. So that's what we've been able to do the last couple of weeks. So if we can continue to do that, I think that we'll have an opportunity. But the other thing, when you're playing a team like Belfry, you got to come out and match their physicality and win in the trenches. And we have a lot of big, strong linemen on both sides of the ball, and we expect the game to be won there. Even though we're not as power football as they are, we don't call ourselves a finesse team. The things we do, we like to say that we're physical in doing that, and we want to make sure we do that. We can match their physicality, and as well as win the turnover battle. I think that we have an opportunity when the clock hits zeros.
All right, Coach, man. Well, thanks for coming on and introducing everybody in our little world to you and your team, man. We wish you the best of luck. And keep doing big things, Coach.
I appreciate you guys for having us. I like what y'all do. It's fun to watch y'all show.